Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new California Lottery $5 $500 loaded ticket. This is part of the September 2023 series of tickets in California. And this one is a number match game, and you've got four symbols that you can find. There's 2x, 5x, 10x, and then also that $500 burst for the top prize on this game. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the California Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.43, and you've got cash odds of 1 in 6.13. And looking at the prize structure, looks like you can win anywhere from a ticket or $5 up to $500. So obviously, that top prize of $500 does stand out because normally you're buying a $5 ticket and playing for $500,000 to $1 million. I think these tickets where there are no taxes taken out, there are no prizes over $5,000, so taxes aren't an issue on this ticket. I think these are interesting because it does give the state the chance to say to its players, hey, we don't have to take the tax out of this game like we normally do for top prizes, so we will include that value in the ticket and hand that over to our paying customers. So it gives the state an opportunity to do something that they should do to their customers. And so I always think it's interesting to see if a state will, in good faith, give that money to the people, or if they'll still take that money out of the value of the game. So we'll see here in a minute what they decided to do. But nothing else too crazy stands out in the prize structure. So we'll go ahead. When we run the numbers, you find out that the payout on this game does come in at just a little over 71%. Now, this is above the minimum 70% that we look for payout. So we will see if or how this compares to other $5 tickets here in a minute. But we do want to mention that this payout does include all of these top prizes and all of the upper mid-tier prizes, which not too many people are going to be winning, which means not many people are going to see a 71% payout on this game. So what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens at the $100 prize level right here. So average person with average luck does have access to almost the entire prize structure. When you win on this ticket, you would expect to see between a $5 prize and a $100 prize. Now they're at the $100 prize level. The breakdown is about 66-34. So, 2/3 to 1/3. So about 2/3 of these $100 prizes do fall in the bottom 99% of prizes and are available to average folks with average luck. The other 1/3 are going to join all of the $500 prizes as a part of the top 1% of prizes. Now, it's really tough to hit a top 1% prize. If you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 443 tickets. So, you're in way over $2,000 before you would expect to hit even one top 1% prize. And there are no prizes above $2,000, so that should tell you that this is not going to be a ticket that you want to play a lot of. I think there is a place for a ticket like this, but it's definitely not one you're going to want to play a lot of. This is one to take a stab on, like 1 or 2 tickets every now and then. It's just not one that you would want to spend a lot of money on because you're not really playing for anything huge at the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract out the value of all of these top 1% prizes, subtract that from the number we saw before, and that's going to leave us with the value of the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when you do that, you find that the bottom 99% payout on this game comes in between 54 and 55%. Now, this number does not reach the minimum 60% that we look for every ticket that we review on the channel. The reason we like to see 60% is because if you can play a ticket in that 60% range, you're winning enough of your money back where you can go back and play again. And it makes it kind of fun when you can play, several rounds of tickets. But once you get down here in the 50% range, it's just a really, really tough on the wallet of the average person. You're losing your money so fast that to me, it's not fun to play a ticket with a low bottom 99% payout like this. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as well as we go along. Now, here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in California $5 tickets. And this $500 loaded ticket is all the way over here on the right. This is the data point. And it does look like the California Lottery gave its players that tax money that they would normally have to take out of a prize because of those high dollar prizes. So that is good. You know, we see this big increase here. This is the highest value $5 ticket that we've seen come out of California. And so it'll be interesting to see how it compares with tickets from other states. But we definitely do like to see this. The only hesitation I have on this ticket is, like I said, well, a couple of hesitations. First of all, the bottom 99% payout is tough for the average person. The second one is that you're not really playing for, you know, a huge top prize. So those would be my two hesitations. But up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. If you're playing for overall value, this $500 loaded ticket would be the one that you would want to play, unless you know, are insistent on playing for like a $500,000 jackpot. The odd, if you're playing for best odds, you would want to play Magic 8 Ball. If you're playing for friendliness to the average player, that bottom 99% payout, Mega Crossword would be a good ticket for you. And then if you are more of a high roller and you like to get a better top prize when you are lucky enough to hit a top 1% prize, this $500 loaded ticket would be the one for you. But this is definitely more of a high roller ticket for sure. And then over here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking California $5 tickets based on overall payout. You can see 500 loaded there at the top, and it's by a pretty wide margin too. You know, none of the other California tickets even make it over that 70% minimum that we look for. Here on this page, we are comparing the California $5 tickets based on bottom 99% payout, and you can see $500 loaded here in 6th place. So it is a really, really tough ticket for the average person, unfortunately. But you know, when you do hit the top 1% prize, you're getting paid pretty well. Now here on this page, this is the comparison across states, and you can see most of California's tickets fall between 17th and 24th place on this list. So, you know, better than Texas and kind of mixed in with Florida, but not as good as Georgia or Massachusetts. But this $500 loaded ticket does make it into this Georgia range. So, you know, so that is nice to see that it is a little bit more competitive with at least all the states except for Massachusetts. And so we're always going to look at the top of the list at what Massachusetts is doing. And so Massachusetts is regularly putting out $5 tickets at 76% payout. And so we have to ask the question, you know, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $5 tickets at 76% payout, which is where the value should be, by the way, but if they can do that and make plenty of money, then why is California putting out $5 tickets at 71% payout? That is, you know, it's almost 6 full percentage points less than what Massachusetts is doing. And when you're talking about millions and millions of these tickets being printed just for one game at $5 a pop, I mean, you could easily be at $50 million or more for just one of these games. And when you're talking about 6 percentage points, that is a huge amount of money that you're talking about. You know, that's like $3 million or so that the Massachusetts Lottery feels like it can put into the hands of its customers that the California Lottery folks are just putting in their pockets. And so yeah, I mean, we have to ask why a state would do that. Like, why would California put out a ticket that's 6 percentage points less than Massachusetts? And I think when you ask that question, there are no good answers. There are no satisfactory answers. It just has to do with the state being greedy and its perception of its customers, I think, are the two big things. So yeah, I mean, even though this is the best ticket we've seen out of California, California really needs to do a lot better so that they can be more competitive with what Massachusetts is doing. Now here on this page, we are ranking across states based on bottom 99% payout. And this $500 loaded was at 50. Okay, it did make the list here, 34th place overall. So again, really, really tough ticket for the average person, even though the overall payout is, you know, the best we've seen in California. Now here on this page, this is the top 36 tickets that we looked at on the channel so far. 71% not even close to being on this top 36 list, but we do have $5 tickets on this list. Some of those Massachusetts $5 tickets are here. So it is possible. And what we really want is to see more states get their $5 tickets on this list, including California. So we're looking for some better value out of California. Now, here on this page, this is the top 36 tickets based on bottom 99% payout or friendliness to the average person. 54% not even close to good enough to make in this list. But again, there are $2 and $5 tickets on this list, so it is possible for those lower value tickets to make it on this list. But that is it for this California Lottery $5 $500 loaded ticket. Again, best $5 ticket we've seen come out of California. However, I just can't recommend a $5 ticket from one state when we've got $5 tickets from another state at 76% payout, 6 percentage points higher. I just can't do it. If it were me and I really, really just loved $5 tickets, I would find a Massachusetts scratcher on social media and go in on books with that scratcher, because I would want to buy the best possible product for my money. And California right now just is not giving its customers the best product that they can. California can do a lot better, and they need to, because California customers deserve it. So anyways, if you're playing this, good luck on it. Hopefully you win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.